Good morning, students. In last class we had discussed about the next method of algebraic solution of linear equation, that is the third method. We have learnt about cross multiplication method. See, we come to know that by cross multiplication method how we are going to solve the solution of a pair of linear equation, and we come to know what is the meaning of that cross multiplication. In today's class, based on those, we will continue the problems. In last class, we have solved in first main two problems. This is the problem number 2. Now see here, the problem number 2 tells us that from a bus stand in Bangalore, okay, from bus stand in Bangalore, if we buy 2 tickets to Malleshwaram and 3 tickets to Yashwantpur, the total cost is rupees 46. Okay, what they are telling? If you buy 2 tickets to Malleshwaram, okay, from the bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram, if you buy 2 tickets and if you buy 3 tickets to Yashwantpur, the total cost will be 46. Okay, and again if you buy 3 tickets to Malleshwaram and 5 tickets to Yashwantpur, the total cost is rupees 74. Find the fares from the bus stand to Malleshwaram and to Yashwantpura. Say in this problem actually what we have to find out here is from the bus stand to Malleshwaram, what is the charge? From bus stand to Malleshwaram, what is the amount? Okay, what is the amount if you buy one ticket? What is the cost of one ticket from bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram? And what is the cost of one ticket from the bus stand in Bangalore to Yashwantpura? We have to find out here. Now see a solution. What we have to find here? We have to find here the fare, okay, from bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram and bus stand in Bangalore to Yashwantpura. For one ticket, the cost we have to find out here. Okay, what I will take is, let rupees X be the fare from bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram, okay, to Malleshwaram, and rupees Y to Yashwantpur. So here let rupees X be the fare from bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram and rupees Y be the fare from bus stand to Yashwantpur. Okay, we have assumed this. So here, according to the question, we will form the linear equations. So here, according to question, see here, if we buy 2 tickets to Malleshwaram and 3 tickets to Yashwantpur, the total cost is rupees 46 here. We took, let X be the fare from bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram. Okay, from bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram, the cost of one ticket we assumed it as X. Now see here, how many tickets we purchase, how many tickets we buy here? 2 tickets to Malleshwaram to from bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram. Yes or no? That is 2x. The cost of one ticket from bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram is X. Like that, how many we have buy the tickets? We have purchased here 2 tickets. Yes, plus and 3 tickets to Yashwantpur. Okay, from bus stand in Bangalore to Yashwantpur, what is the ticket amount? That is rupees Y we have took here. See how many we have purchased here? We have took here 3 tickets. That is 3y is equal to, what is the total cost they are given is rupees 46. Rupees 46. So call this as equation number 1. Now see here students, and again what they are given? But if we buy 3 tickets to Malleshwaram, 3 tickets, the cost of one ticket is from bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram is X plus, and 5 tickets to Yeshwantpur, from bus stand in Bangalore to Yeshwantpur is how much? 1. For 5 tickets it will be 5y, the total amount. What is the total amount they are given here? That is rupees 74. Rupees 74, call this as equation number 2. Okay. Now, they told to find the fare. Okay, we have to find out the fare here. They are not mentioned any method here, by using substitution method, by using elimination method, or by using cross multiplication method. They are not mentioned anything here. Now see here students, if in exam if they are not mentioned anything, it's your choice by which method you want to do. But I will do here by cross multiplication method only. Okay. Now see here. Now you know that student, to solve this problem in a cross multiplication method, we have to write the equation 1 and 2 in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Yes or no? So what it will become? We know that if you want to solve this equation, if you want to solve this pair of linear equations in cross multiplication method, we have to write this equation in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So that is 2x plus 3y minus 46 is equal to 0. Okay. And what about this? Here, that is 3x minus 5y, sorry, it is plus 5y minus 74 is equal to 0. Okay. See, by cross multiplication method, by cross multiplication method. So by cross multiplication method, what we can write? You know, I told you how to find the solutions of the variable. Yes or no? How to find the solutions of the variable x and y here. Now see here, you write the variables, x is variable, y, and you write here 1. Okay. Now see here I close the paper in the variable of x. In variable x I close the paper. Say what are the coefficients of y here? The coefficients of y are 3 and 5. You write here 3, 5. Next, what are the constant students? It is minus 46, minus 46, minus 74. Yes. After this, after constant, again you come to the coefficients of x. What are the coefficients of x here? 2, 3. 2, 3. After 2, 3, again you come to coefficients of y. What are those? 3, 5. You know, see student, where you started, we got again that only. Where we started, again we got the same thing. Okay. Now what is the next step? We have to do like this, downward arrows. Afterwards, upward arrows. Yes. Now see, this implies x is equal to, see here, 3 multiplied by minus 74. Okay. So this result we have to subtract with what? With this product, 5 multiplied by minus 46. Okay, is equal to y. What about y? Minus 46 multiplied by 3. Okay, subtract this with minus 74 multiplied by 2, okay, is equal to 1. 2 multiplied by 5, 2 multiplied by 5 minus 3 multiplied by 3, 3 multiplied by 3, okay. What it implies? X by 74 3s is how much, students? 74 3s, 4 3s are 12, 7 3s are 21, 22. It is 222 minus 222. Okay, minus minus is what, student? Plus. What is 46 5s? 46 5s, 6 5s are 30, 5 4s are 20, 20 plus 3 is 23. It will become 230. 230 is equal to y. What is 46 3s? 46 3s, 6 3s are 18, 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 1 is 13. It is minus 138. Minus minus is plus. What is 74 2s? 74 2s, 4 2s are 8, 2 7s are 14. It is 148 is equal to 1. 5 2s are 10 minus 3 3s are 9. Okay. Now we'll simplify. Now see x by, okay, what is minus 222 plus 230? It is nothing but 8. Yes or no? Plus 8. Next is equal to y. What is minus 138 plus 148? It is nothing but 10. What is 10 minus 1? It is 1. So what is the next step? We have to equate these two. That is x divided by 8 is equal to 1 and y by 10 is equal to 1. So this implies x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 10. Okay, what we can tell here? Therefore, rupees 8 is the fare from the bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram. Okay, and rupees 10 is the fare from the bus stand in Bangalore to Yeshwantpur. Okay, we will write that. Hence, the fare from the bus stand in Bangalore to Malleshwaram is rupees 8 and to Yeshwantpur is rupees 10. Okay, if you want you can solve this problem by using elimination method and substitution method also. Okay, now here we will go for the next problem. We will go for the third problem. See here, for which values of p does the pair of equations given below has unique solution. Four x plus py plus 8 is equal to 0. 2x plus 2y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now see here students, you know that for a pair of linear equation, so we will just revise whatever we have learnt in our previous classes. Say for a pair of linear equation, say what is the condition? What is the condition for this pair of linear equation for unique solution? That is, a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. See here, if this pair of linear equation have a unique solution, means the condition is that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So this is the condition for unique solution. See, for a pair of linear equation to have infinite many solution, so what is the condition? The condition is that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Here we have infinite many solution. Yes or no? For a pair of linear equation to have infinite many solution, this is the condition. Okay. For a pair of linear equations to have no solution, what is the condition, student? To have no solution. That is, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. Yes, we have learned this in your previous classes. Just I am revising you. So for a pair of linear equation to have unique solution, this is the condition. For a pair of linear equation to have infinite many solution, this is the condition. For a pair of linear equation to have no solution, the condition is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. Now question arises why I have revised here, because the third problem is based on this only. Now see here, for what values of p does a pair of equations given below has unique solution? They are asking you for what value of p. What is the value of p? Okay, for what value of p the pair of linear equation have unique solution, means we have to find out the value of p here. Okay. Now see here, solution. The given equations are what is that? 4x plus py plus 8 is equal to 0, call it as equation number 1. 2x plus 2y plus 2 is equal to 0, call this as equation number 2. Okay. See here, comparing equation 1 with a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, we get, what we get? If we compare equation 1 with a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a1 is 4, b1 is p and c1 is 8. Okay. Comparing equation 1 with a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, we get. Similarly, or comparing equation 2 with a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, we get, what is a2 students? a2 is 2, b2 is 2 and c2 is 2. Okay. Thus here we know that for a pair of linear equation to have a unique solution, what is the condition student? Just now I told, for a pair of linear equation to have a unique solution, the condition is a1 divided by a2 should not be equal to b1 divided by b2. Yes or no? So we will write that here. For a given pair to have unique solution, what is the condition? a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2. Okay, for a given pair to have unique solution, this is the condition. Now we will substitute. What is a1? a1 is 2. What is a2? Sorry, a1 is 4. What is a2? a2 is 2. Is not equal to, what is the value of b1? b1 is p. What is the value of b2? b2 is 2. So this implies p. What is p? p is not equal to 8 divided by 2. Cross multiply it. Okay. So this implies p is not equal to 2 1s are 2 4s are. P is not equal to 4. So here what is the meaning of this is, p is not equal to 4 means here the value of p is not equal to 4. Leaving all, whatever the numbers are there, it's okay, but here p is not equal to 4. Leaving for all values. Okay, leaving for, here all values are valid. Okay, still what they given question, for what value of p the given pair of linear equations have unique solution. So here leaving for rest all numbers, for this value of p it has a unique solution. Okay, so what we can write here, conclusion means, the conclusion of this is, therefore for all values of p except 4, the given pair of linear equation have a unique solution. Now see students, leaving for all values of p, the given pair of linear equations have a unique solution. Okay, now we will see the fourth problem. See students, you should have to be thorough in that. What is that? For a pair of linear equation, what is the condition for unique solution? What is the condition for infinite many solution? What is the condition for no solution? Okay, we will see the last problem of the today's class, that is fourth one. For what values of k will the following pair of linear equations have infinitely many solutions? have infinitely many solutions. That is kx plus 3y minus k minus 3 is equal to 0. Next is 12x plus ky minus k is equal to 0. Now see here, what we had done just now problem, same like that only they have asked here. See here, for what values of k will the following pair of linear equations have infinitely many solutions? They are asking for what value of k should this pair of linear equation have infinitely many solutions. We know that for a pair of linear equation to have infinite many solutions, the condition is that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Now see a solution. See here, the given equations are So what are the given equations? That is kx plus 3y minus k minus 3 is equal to 0, and the second equation 12x plus ky minus k is equal to 0. So call this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. So comparing equation 1 with a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, we get. So what we get, students? Compare that and tell me. Here a1 is nothing but k, b1 is 3, c1 is minus k minus 3. So compare this equation with equation number 1 and compare equation 2 with this. So comparing equation 2 with this, a2 is nothing but 12, b2 is nothing but k, c2 is nothing but minus k. Okay. Now for a pair of linear equation, to have infinitely many solution, what is the condition, students? To have infinitely many solution, the condition is that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So this is the condition. Now we will substitute the values in that and we will find out the value of k. Okay. What is the a1? a1 is nothing but k. K by, what is a2? a2 is 12. K by 12 is equal to, what is b1? b1 is 3. What is b2? It is k is equal to, what is c1? c1 is minus k minus 3. What is c2? c2 is minus k. So this implies k by 12 is equal to 3 by k and 3 by k is equal to minus k minus 3 by minus k. We will equate and find out the value. So this implies k cross multiply. K into k is k square. 12 3s is 36. Okay. So this implies k is equal to plus or minus 6. Okay. And now see here. 3 into minus, here minus will going to cancel. 3 into k is 3k is equal to okay, is equal to k multiplied by k minus 3. So 3k, okay, 3k is equal to k square minus 3k. If I shift this to the LHS, it will become 3k plus 3k is how much, students? 3k plus 3k is 6k. 6k is equal to k square. Okay. If you divide both LHS and RHS by k, what we will get? 6 is equal to k. Okay. Here we are getting k is equal to 6 and minus 6, we are getting the values. Now see here, if you take 6 here, now see, this value is satisfying for k is equal to 6 and minus 6, but here k is equal to 6, this is valued for these two. Here k is equal to 6, this is valued for these two conditions, and here k is equal to 6 and minus 6, this is valued for here these two. What we can tell, k is equal to 6. For k is equal to 6, the pair of linear equations have infinitely many solutions. What we can tell from this, if you observe these two here, for k is equal to 6, the pair of linear equations have infinitely many solutions. Okay, what we can write the conclusion means here, for k is equal to 6, the pair of linear equations have infinitely many solutions. Therefore, the value of k, okay, the value of k that satisfies for both the condition is k is equal to 6. See here, this k is equal to 6, again this k is equal to 6, and here also k is equal to 6. This k is equal to 6 satisfies both of the conditions, but here k is equal to minus 6, it won't satisfy this condition here. So what we can tell, this k is equal to 6, it satisfies here in both the conditions. Therefore, for the value of k, it has infinite many solutions. For k is equal to 6, the pair of linear equations have infinite many solutions. The pair of linear equation have infinitely many solutions. Okay. So just what you have to remember, what I told, for a pair of linear equations, when the pair of linear equations have unique solutions and have infinitely many solutions, have no solutions, you have to remember the conditions of that. Okay. In next class, we are going to solve the exercise based on this, that is exercise 3.5. Okay. We will see in the next class. Thank you.